Iron Village is complete. The Redstone Expansion has begun, and it's been kicked off with the addition of lots of new projects to our project board. But in order to complete most of them, I'm going to need a significant amount of building materials, and in particular, I'm going to need quite a bit of cobblestone, and stone, and to an extent, stone bricks as well. So let's come up with a nice way to make some cobblestone and stone. And to do that, I'm going to need a machine called the igneous extruder. And of course, I will need two of these. One of these will make the cobblestone. The other will actually make smooth stone, which I can then turn into stone bricks at my leisure. But in order to make this, I need pistons, which are wood on top, cobblestone on the sides, iron in the middle, redstone on the bottom. I need glass. I need copper gears, which is 4 copper and 1 iron, and I'm going to make 6 of them for reasons that will become clear shortly. I need pneumatic servos, and I need 3 of these. So 3 redstone, 6 iron, and 6 glass. And again, the reason I'm making 3 when I only need 2 igneous extruders will again become clear shortly. That's 2 glass and a machine frame. Let's get the basic machine frame. It's 4 iron, 4 glass, and a tin gear. So I'm going to make 3 of these tin gears. And then I'm going to craft myself 3 of these machine frames. And now I'm going to use 2 of everything, 4 of the copper gears and 4 glass to make the 2 igneous extruders. Now, how the igneous extruder works is it takes water and lava, and it produces one of 3 products. If I have it make cobblestone, it does not consume either the water or the lava, which is an ideal scenario for me. But if I have it producing smooth stone, it will not use the lava, but it will use the water. So I have to have a way to pump water into the extruder. And this is a system of 2 components. The first one is the aqueous accumulator. Now, it's almost identical to the igneous extruder recipe, except that instead of a piston, it uses a bucket. Let's go ahead and craft a bucket, set up the rest of the recipe, and voila, 1 aqueous accumulator. The other thing I'm going to need are liquid ducts, and I can get away with the temperate fluid ducts here because I'm only using water. Now, as it says here, it will break if the contents are extremely hot or cold. So I can't transmit lava, for example. But water is safe. So let me go ahead and put up the extra materials that I did not use. Not the igneous extruders. I will need the better barrels. I'll also go ahead and hold on to the cobblestone for the time being. And I'm actually going to go through the farm to a building that I've taken the liberty of building. This will serve 2 purposes effectively. And this is one of them. So I'm going to go ahead and place down the aqueous accumulator here. And I'm going to place down my... That was weird. Okay, that was unexpected. Okay, that's the barrel I want. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and place down additional cobblestone just to hem this in. I'm going to go ahead and put the water buckets behind the barrels. And as you can see, the aqueous accumulator is now filling up with water. This is great news for me. Now I'm going to go ahead and place the fluiducts, and those will transport water to my extruders. Now, with respect to the extruders, I'm actually going to do some configuration. I'm going to basically do this configuration. I'm going to clear everything out. Now this is going to be told to do cobblestone. This is the back side, and I'm going to tell it can input in the back, and it will output to the bottom. And now if I put a bucket of lava in there, you can see it has started to produce cobblestone. Now this one over here I'm going to set to produce stone, and I'm going to give it the same configuration. Input in the back, corresponding to the fluid duct with the water, and output to the barrel in the bottom. And if I put that bucket of lava in there, after a few seconds, I now get smooth stone. Now, it will take some time for these extruders to build up significant quantities of their respective products. But in the meantime, I did say that this would serve two purposes. We've got one in here. Let's go back to the storehouse to repair the other. And yes, I know I put the farm in entirely the wrong place. But once I get the agricultural outpost built, that farm will cease to matter. Right? The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and craft myself 6 blocks of coal. And you'll see why I want them specifically to be blocks, as opposed to individual pieces of coal. The tempered fluiducts I can go ahead and put in my miscellany chest here. I'll hold on to my buckets, and actually I think I have a spare 5th bucket, yes. Alright. So now I need 2 things. The first is, let's see, string, 2 iron, and 2 sticks, which thankfully I have in here. Now I'm going to set them up to make this engineer's hammer. And now the other thing I need is the coke oven piece here. Wait a minute, do I have the sandstone? I may or may not. I'm 1 block of sandstone short unless I do that, make another piece of sandstone out of sand. Yeah, that would do the job. Alright, so I've got 27 of those, so I need 108 bricks, which I've gone ahead and crafted here. There we go. There is 108 bricks and 108 clay. So, let's go ahead and place the materials in the crafting table here. And we get the coke ovens from Immersive Engineering. So let me go ahead and put the unused clay up. And now I'll make my way back over to my stone production facility. And now I'm going to set up my coke ovens here. And these are not small structures. These are 3 blocks high and 3 by 3 on the base. And yes, it is solid. That's why I had to craft so many of these coke oven blocks. I'm also relocating the torches just so that they're out of the way. And once I have the coke ovens laid down, I can just right click with the engineer's hammer and I get an actual coke oven. So I'll go ahead and put the blocks of coal in there, and they will turn into creosote oil after a not insignificant length of time. Suffice it to say, it's going to be a while before the creosote is ready. This has all been running for some time now. I've got just shy of 9 stacks of smooth stone, 18 stacks of cobblestone, and 2 blocks of cold coke in each of these coke ovens. I've removed previously 5,000 creosote oil from each of these coke ovens just to prevent them from overfilling. And now I'm going to take 3,000 out of each. I'll leave the blocks of cold coke in there for the time being. They're useful mostly as fuel for engines and the like. Furnaces, engines, things of that nature. I've put the oak wood planks in here in a ring, and if I put the creosote oil in the middle, I get these treated wood planks. So now I just have to finish crafting the last 6 sets. And there we go. 2 stacks of treated wooden planks. And now, in preparation for an upcoming project, I'm going to go ahead and craft myself some water wheels. Each one requires 1 treated wood plank and 4 of these water wheel segments. And each of these water wheel segments in turn takes 4 treated sticks and 3 treated planks. And each of these, and I get 4 treated sticks per 2 wooden planks. So if I've done my math right, see, that's 2, 5 there, so 21 total. I have 128. I can make 6 if I play this right. So let me start by making the first set of water wheel segments. There we go. And I was right on that number there. So let's go ahead and turn those into treated sticks, like so. There we go. And now, let's do that. Oh, wait, I think I am good, actually. Yeah. Excellent. There we go. 6 water wheels and 2 treated wooden planks left over. And as for what I'm going to be using the water wheels for, again, that will be settled in fairly short order. In the meantime, I just need to let my stone production ramp up a bit further in preparation for future projects.